Nestled deep in the heart of the Appalachian Mountains, the small town of Pine Hollow was known for its serene beauty and tranquil landscapes. But hidden beneath the whispering pines and rolling hills was a dark secret that the townsfolk dared not speak of, a secret that had haunted them for generations. It all began with the old Harper house, a grand Victorian mansion that stood on the outskirts of town. Once the pride of Pine Hollow, it had long since fallen into disrepair, its windows boarded up and its garden overrun with weeds. Locals whispered that it was cursed, a place where the past lingered and refused to let go. The story goes back to the late 1800s when the Harper family, led by the stern and enigmatic Jonathan Harper, moved into the mansion. They were wealthy, respected, and seemed to have everything, until tragedy struck. Jonathan's beloved wife, Eleanor, died under mysterious circumstances, leaving him alone to raise their daughter, Abigail. Grief-stricken and increasingly paranoid, Jonathan withdrew from the community, his behavior growing more erratic by the day. One stormy night, a blood-curdling scream echoed through the town, emanating from the Harper house. When the townspeople arrived, they found Jonathan dead, his face twisted in terror, and Abigail missing without a trace. Rumors spread like wildfire. Some said it was a curse, others believed it was the work of malevolent spirits. The mansion was abandoned, left to rot, and the story of the Harpers became a cautionary tale for generations. Years passed, and the legend of the Harper house faded into the background, until a group of teenagers, driven by curiosity and a thirst for adventure, decided to explore the mansion. Among them was Emily, a local girl with a penchant for the supernatural. She was determined to uncover the truth behind the old tales and prove that there was nothing to fear. As the group entered the house, the air grew thick with an oppressive silence. Dust motes danced in the beams of their flashlights, and the floorboards creaked beneath their feet. They wandered through the grand hallways, peering into rooms filled with decaying furniture and forgotten memories. It was Emily who first heard the whispers, soft, almost imperceptible, like the rustling of leaves. "Did you hear that?" she asked, her voice trembling. "Hear what?" her friend Jake replied, his bravado faltering. "The whispers? Someone's whispering." The others laughed it off, attributing it to the wind or their imaginations. But as they ventured deeper into the house, the whispers grew louder, more insistent. Emily's heart pounded in her chest as they reached the basement door, a heavy oak barrier that seemed to pulse with an otherworldly energy. "We should go back," Jake said, his fear now palpable. "No," Emily insisted, "we have to see this through." With a creak that echoed through the empty halls, the door swung open, revealing a narrow staircase descending into darkness. The air was colder here, carrying the faint scent of decay. As they descended, the whispers grew clearer, forming words that chilled them to the bone. "Help us. Free us." In the basement, they found a room filled with old photographs and dusty relics of the Harper family. In the center stood a large mirror, its surface tarnished and cracked. Emily felt drawn to it, as if an unseen force was compelling her forward. She reached out, her fingers brushing the cold glass, and in that moment, the whispers stopped. The silence was deafening. Then, without warning, the mirror's surface rippled like water, and Emily saw a vision, Jonathan Harper, his eyes wide with terror, and behind him, a shadowy figure with a malevolent grin. The figure reached out, pulling Jonathan into the mirror, where his anguished screams echoed in an eternal void. Emily staggered back, the vision fading. The whispers returned, louder now, desperate. "Free us. Break the curse." In a flash of insight, Emily realized the truth. The spirits of the Harpers were trapped, bound to the house by a malevolent force. She knew what she had to do. Grabbing a nearby candlestick, she smashed the mirror, shattering it into 1,000 pieces. A gust of wind swept through the basement, carrying the whispers away. The air grew warmer, lighter. Emily felt a weight lift from her shoulders, as if a great burden had been lifted. The curse was broken. As the group emerged from the mansion, the first light of dawn breaking over the horizon,